All right, welcome to the program. My name is Dr. Mankota, and you are watching the TPN TV and Radio Network. I want for tell you one very important thing. I'm still covering the elections because, as you know, when we say we investigate something, we want to get the best of it. So, what thing we did try for Kandu today is because after the announcement of the elections, we get people who we come out and challenge the results. And one of the institutions and the National Election Watch, we then call new, they pull out a statement and then put some of their own data. And we want for check them out and try for see if indeed this particular um, this particular statement and data we new put it actually inconsistent with Ecsl. The reason why we want to make so because to be honest with you, let me just we want for check them out. All right. So the reason to make we don't want for left any stone unturned because we viewers them for make they actually get the actual issue or the actual result, whether it come out from new, that is National Election Watch, or it come out from ECSL, or it come out from any other source. We are always ready to do the comparison and give you a better understanding of what actually happened. So what I can show now in this broadcast, probably this broadcast is only going to take 1 hour, 1 hour. Waiting I they do with this broadcast, I want for make una see all the sources where they available, including news source, that is National Election Watch source, the ECSS source. When I received the statement from the National Election Watch, I was a little bit troubled by the information we them put when I compare that with ECSL and I compare that with Million Source. So that make I say, okay, today let me do very thorough analysis. So let me show you guys something. I just want to show you something quickly. All right. If we now look at this particular template, we now go see I put just below the pictures of the candidates. I put new, then I put the statistics or the percentage. The one way they at the bottom, now the ECSL, USA, you see Samora, you see Madabio, and you see other. This now the information way the ECSL provide for we. So now in this, then the information we I gather from the National Election Watch. The National Election Watch gets a little bit of a problem, and they can't discuss that problem. They can't discuss the National Election Watch problem we then get. And I don't try to get hold of them for making them able to give me a thorough breakdown of Amos Samura gets na each district, and Amos Madabio gets from each district, and Amos the other candidates then get from each district. If una let me bring this. If una take a look at this, probably una go be familiar with this particular document, right? This now the National Action Watch Now the document this way then provide for we. Okay, this is the document. If you take a look at this document, it not actually give you the the vote counts for each of the candidates. Within the National Election Watch do, just give you a percentage, then give you a and that's problematic. Simply, if you're not able to give me a percentage, how you come up with this percentage? So now that make I've been try for get hold of them and try for make them able give me each district how much them candidates here then get. So I go able to sit down and I try to for do the calculation. Like the way I do way I've been to get million information. So, but if you take a look at that, for example, according to uh, the National Election Watch, they say the 56.2% now in now the ECSL, then percentage. The 50.4% now in now the National Election Watch percentage that one day. So, and if you go to the last thing here, consistent, it's a inconsistent. Okay. Now, how they come up with 50.4? Now, the reason that one day we I mean they try for get hold of them and try for make you cannot just provide a percentage, especially at this high stake election. You know, they just go provide a percentage. That's not the way a non-partisan organization like New supposed for do. They're supposed for release um, how they break down, then come up with this percentage. You know, so I don't know. I don't really know what happened. But there is one thing also where I want for you know what. Let me try and if I can do this. I don't know if this go able for Giwi. Okay. I want for okay. I see someone already. Oh, Michael Goka. Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. New what I understand, they only calculate about 747 actually 747 um constituents polling stations out of 11,000. I agree with you. I think I suspect that because um, they need for come up with a better calculation. Never mind, we don't say the election don't done, but we want to make sure say this election is free, fair, and credible. Now the reason this way the see today here for make I able for can discuss about this. The credibility of the election is on the line right now, and therefore we need um, new for make them give a breakdown of the union um, calculation by district. Okay, if they do I think say that would be a very good idea. If they not do then we will get a very big problem. And the problem here is going to be conspiracy theory, because I don't see um, a lot of people there now where they use new their own documents as a proof for say yes, this election is being tampered with. This election is inconsistent. Okay, and even Dr. Samora in press release, he specifically mentioned new, and so it is very important that new publish the new breakdown. I not get them. If somebody get them, please send that to me. I go able for pass up, I go able for Adam. But the funny thing here is I take this document. Let me go back to the document here. Um, I take these documents. This is the other document we new produced for we. Now, if you look at this document, new just puts the valid votes for the first batch, which is this batch, by district. They don't actually put each candidate how much it gets in that district there. Instead, then just put the total valid votes for the district from the first, the third row after the district. You will see say like Puja will get about 77,114. This was the first batch where Ecsl produced. Then if you go further, you will see another valid vote where the second batch where Ecsl produced is 29,587. Okay, so what I do, since I'm not able to forget a breakdown of the each candidate's the vote where each candidate gets now each district. So I just add the first batch and the second batch by district. Now it make when I say I get this particular calculation. Okay. So in fact, if you look at the suicide and say vote in, if you calculate all them wire valid votes for the first batch, valid votes for the second batch, waiting you they come up with is 2,789,809. This is actually new. The National Election Watch now the total this based on this one we wanna see so this document where them produce for we. If you add all them wire now the valid batch vote and the second batch valid vote, you go see say this is the record where they get. If you look outside, it say vote in at the top, you get 2,789,809. Now, since they're not able for produce how much candidates each candidate get. So what I do, I take the Ecsl, then you document, and I use them as a template for make I able to get whether new was able to get well outside the discrepancy there. To be honest with you now, when I look at this document, it's exactly almost identical. It is identical. Under new, when we don't do the calculation, Samora gets 41.16. This is new, the own data way. Then this data, let me show now. This data, now I use, the only thing where I put is, I use outside of this data, each candidate, how much it gets per district. Now I use per this data. And when you do the calculation, you get exactly the same thing. So new get for tell we say the discrepancy there. I'm not saying there is no discrepancy. It could be there is a lot of discrepancies in this election, but until we get the breakdown where new gets, and why you they produce a document like this when you not try for giving a breakdown where people like we so we go able to say that say aha Pujahu according to new Samura Kamara gets this X amount of vote. Madabio gets this X amount of vote. That is how I was expecting new for make the able for put. If there is any document where new don't produce, we get this particular data by candidate, vote by candidate, then please let somebody forward that to me. I will able to do a recalculation and tell you exactly whether yes, indeed, new is correct. But so far, the vote way I don't see, the percentage way I don't see, based on new Denyon total, and I use Samura and Madabio Denyon total votes, then I get identical percentage 41.16, 56.17, and the other candidate then get about 2.67. I'm here. Let me make them very clear for now. Let me make them very clear for now. I know they are for make a dispute anybody. I'm here to clarify. Okay, let's clarify. I want for make you yourself do the clarification. Go na Ecsl the website and don't upload their own information. Go there. How you go there? Now EC. Let me type on for so that when I go able for get them. La aputana. HTTPS ec.gov.sl. All right. This now the website for the Ecsl. That's not the website. Okay. If you go to this website, click on. Let me see if I go able for get that. Just hold on. Let me just make sure I'm able for do that. Hold on. Because I want, this election it gets a high stake. So, and the other funny thing is, I go na new the website. I don't see anywhere where they put this particular data na the new website. I have been trying today for make I able get that. Where are they called? They are not able to get hold of them. So I've been trying for make I go na their website, hoping that then go able to put the information where then view it soon. But I don't think say there is any information at all. I don't see that. I don't see the information at all. So hold on, let me I did try forget them people here if they get any information, but in any case, hold on, let me try for do some kind of presentation here. Share screen and a tab. Let me put election. All right. Let me show you guys something quickly. Okay. This is new actually. This national election. So let me see. Yeah, this is not new. So let me try and go to Ecsl. Okay, this is not Ecsl. Okay. So let me go back and close this. All right. So let me try and get that also screen. I think that's, yeah, that's the one. All right. Okay, now just give me 1 minute so that it's very important for we make sure say the election results where them call I am we'll be able to get a clear picture of what thing they go on. Let me stay here. I want for do okay. All right. If when I take a look at this, when I go find out, say this is the votes for each party. This is from the Ecsl then website. It's already there. So when I see it, right, let me show you. Yeah, it's already there. You see, this now the votes. This now by district. The one who na the see so now by district. It will tell una the valid votes, the total valid votes for what the 100% where they don't count. For example, in Bo, the valid vote was 289,626. The registered votes is 317,585. So it's about 91.54%. So let's say 92%. Yeah, in Bombali, you get 158,262 votes, and the registered vote was 206,256. So 77%. So I think yesterday I don't give you now all this information. This not today Ecsl put this information. I put this information yesterday for now. If you not been watch that, go back to TPN network, either on Facebook or YouTube. Go there for you go watch that video that me broadcast last night. So you go able to forget all this. So now so if the let me go back and get this. All right. So let me change this. All right. So if indeed, National Election Watch then gets good data, and I think say then gets good data, but why you not able to put the full data breakdown so that we in our independent media we go able to come and try for do the calculation and give you a better understanding, because the comparison why I make for me viewers then for make they able get enlightened this comparison. Okay, for you now we just they join me. I make a comparison between the National Election Watch document, the data where them put, where they say this is not the data. This let me show you guys. Okay, you see this data is incomplete. This data is incomplete. Waiting new then do, then just give you a percentage. Then compare the own percentage and Ecsl percentage. And waiting at the own conclusion, then say then 2% here, they're inconsistent. They're inconsistent. For example, BO gets, according to Ecsl, 56.2, and according to new, then gets 50 0.4. When you take a look at that, this particular information was the 60%. It was not even the 100%. Okay. But even with the 60%, why the inconsistency between ECSL and new? So if ECSL say the information then correct, forget about the authority who's supposed to call election. No doubt we know say now ECSL supposed to call election, but it doesn't mean say now ECSL only get the correct data. The data we may get is compatible with the ECSL, but the data we new then get is not consistent with the ECSL. Now, me puts the data in a breakdown format by district. Each candidate, how much he gets per district. That's what I did. Okay. So if new then get this inconsistency, then I think it is very, very important for their own credibility, make them produce the data by districts, by candidate. You know, they just can't give you percentage. We don't know how you get this percentage, especially if the percentage not compatible with ECSL, because we want for whole ECSL accountable. You know, we want for hold them accountable. So we don't get any other inconsistent data out there except the one way new them put. But if they just put this vague information, that is sometimes very, very troubling, and that make I take the time to them for giving this. They own data self. The reason what to make I repeat this because a lot of people are joining in. New their own data. If you do the calculation, then the total amount of data. Let me bring the data we had to talk about. Hold on. Let me bring it down. This is the data we had to talk about. Okay. This. If you take this data, this is new their own data. Even though they now give you the breakdown of the candidate their own votes, we then get from each district, then just give you a total of the district. Okay. If you just calculate this first batch all the way down, that is all the districts, for example, Pujahu, the first batch, Pujahu now 77,114, but the second batch then puts back Pujahu gets about 29,587. So when you do the calculation, you calculate all this, you know what you get? This is what you got. 2,789,809. This is new. Well, if I say new, sometimes people then can feel confused. When I say new, anytime when I use the word new, it means National Election Watch. So not to like brand new something, not to down that mean. New, the National Election Watch. So this now then total. Well, since they're not able to give the candidates their own votes where they get per each district. So what I do, I use the ECSL their own breakdown by candidate, and guess what? It is exactly the same thing. You get exactly the same percentage. You see the percentage just below the picture of the candidates. Them, you see, I say new now the own percentage. This after you get this vote. If you look at votes in here, you will see the total votes for the entire country. Then when you do a calculation, I use ECSL, the own total. Like for example, Samura gets 1,148,262 votes throughout the country. Then I want for make you take a pen. You will also do that. You can do it for yourself. Please take a pen, okay? For make we work this together. Me don't do. I don't get this percentage already, but I want for let yourself take a pen. Now, if you take Samura in total amount of votes 1,148,262 divided by 2,789,809 times 100. Okay, let me repeat the formula again. Are you ready? Take the pen or use your calculator. Are you ready? Now, let me take Samura in total 1,148,262. That's now Samura in total according to Ecsl. We not get Samura in total according to new. I want to emphasize that. They not produce that. And until they produce that, we are going to use the Ecsl, the own total. But the irony here is, even with this total, 1,148,262 divided by 2 million, that is new the own total. Now I did tell you so. 2,789,809 times 100. If you do that, you will get 41.16. The reason what to make I just do two digits after the dot, because I know one those other numbers. That's that. So I just format them into 2 digits after the dot. So you get 41.16% for Samura. Okay, 41.16%. You see on outside and say new. Then go down to the Ecsl. That is down here outside and say Samura. The red way you see now, that is exactly the same thing, 41.16%. Hope considering that, yes, indeed, this particular vote where Samura get the total vote now 1,148,268. You get exactly the same thing. Now let we come to Madabio. Madabio gets 1,566,932 votes, the entire country. Since we're not able to give him a breakdown of the votes for Madabio by district, so we take the Ecsl vote and plug in the new total. So what do we do? So we take your pen again, take this number, 1,566,932 divided by the total number of votes we new giving, we now 2,789,809 times 100. And to be honest with you, exactly, if you do this formula where I give so, you get 56.17. The 2,789,809, these are the valid votes, total valid vote countrywide. Now, the same thing, do the same thing with all the other candidates. What I do, I just sum up all the other candidates them into one bunch. You understand? So the other candidate then get about 74,615 votes. Then if you divide that by 2,789,809 times 100, you get exactly 2.7. I just round up this. I just round that up. Actually, if I round up all the percentage, at least Samura is supposed to get 41.2, because the 6, if I round that up, plus 1, you get 2. So 41.2. If I round that up, Madabi will get 56.2, and the other candidates then get about 2.7. Okay, so looking at this, ladies and gentlemen, we need something to happen. Let we all call National Election Watch for make them publish the own data by districts. Candidates, how much candidates get per each district. Yes, the election done, but we want to find out where the inconsistency take place, because a lot of people then say this election they rig them, not so now rig the election. Well, people like we, so when media people them, we get responsibility for giving them waiting that the right thing, irrespective of the fact say probably it affect people like me, so because me na APC, okay, me na APC. The loss of this election, it tell on me. If yesterday you see self where I've been the broadcast, you see I'm confused. Okay. But at the end of the day, I get forgiven the facts. So new, let me go back. So new, this is not in Dengiwi. This is not in Dengiwi. Not an absolutely we tell we say Samura na this it gets na Pujao or any other district. President Madabi na this it gets na Pujao and other districts. So then left we in suspense. So what would they do? Would they use the available data and try to find out where the inconsistency take place? I have not seen that yet. That doesn't mean say they. I really want to forget this for say yes, this is the inconsistency. We don't see so many people then in social media, then they talk saying, oh, you know what, they rogue this election, likely they rogue this election. But I know we can't tell you because somebody tell me say they rogue this election, especially when I get so many other sources. I want to forget data. Me, I believe in data. Data, now something where they give you the proof. Okay. This document has been referenced thousands of times on social media. I'm talking about this document. This document has been referenced thousands of times on social media. And I believe the majority of the people who don't read this document, especially we at the APC, we believe in this document for say yes. Aha, look what happened. The problem is when you take a look at this document, you go start for see something. I think that this is not the document, because this document now give you the percentage. Okay. So when you look at this document, what do you look for? Oh, the Ecsl then get 56.2, and new then get about 50.4. That's all people then they look for. And oh, you know what? Samura gets 47.7. 47.7 Samura. Then according to Ecsl, and according to new 53.1. It's confusing, right? It's really confusing. And I wish I would try to call them back tomorrow. If then we're able to produce that breakdown so that we will able to come back. By the time when everything don't settle down, we don't get a clear picture. Because the only organization we come out with partial data besides Ecsl so far, now new nine come up with the data. So we have to use new data. And if it is a partial data, we need the full breakdown. Okay. Very, very important. Now, at the camp, I want for them una self give me una own observations and opinions. Okay, let me just come here again. I want for let una give me una own opinion also, because una opinion is also very important, especially in this election. This what you see, so this address, this URL, now the Ecsl their website. Go there, do your own research, get the fact, go now well, new they not put their own data na their own website, because I look there is nothing there that I can find out. Even the document where they put na social media, you know, they na their websites, except that I miss some. But not the website is here, right here. I have not seen that at all. Let me see. Hold on. Let me find out if but this one where I see, so then say pre-election reports, pre-election reports. In fact, that is not even a report after the fact. Okay, so yeah, this they not get time. They not get any. They not get any. The report self way them produce, them put na social media. They not even put on their own website. So I don't know what's going on. But I want for make you give your own comment. I know say I don't get some comment there here, and I'm gonna talk quickly on that. So send your comments. We go show you comments live, and we will give you we will talk about your comments. Okay. So a lot of comments that don't come. A lot of comments that don't come. So let me go to the comment, because them boku right now. Comment them boku. We can start with Michael Cooker. Michael Cooker say new only deploy 750 agents, and there were over 11,000 polling stations. How can they possibly get an accurate result? This election is over, so let's move on. No. We are not moving on. In America, which you live, so then we don't call, or then we don't call the projection for a candidate. In fact, days after the election has been called, people are people are still trying to do certain calculation for make sure say everything will be correct. So that's what we are doing right now. Okay, because if you just say, oh, the election is over, let's move on, then what about the suspicions of other people there? Are you saying they are not they count their own opinion? No, we count their own opinion. That's why we want transparency. We want transparency. And that make, even though yes, we know Madabio has been re-elected, they don't swear Madabio, but this it get for be on the record for saying no matter what, now we get say yes, in this election is free and fair, or this election was actually rigged. Like a lot of people they wouldn't talk so. Even officials of the US African Bureau, they say they get concerned with some of the elections. Okay, so I'm not saying that because they say so therefore it is true. First of all, me not care about international community. I give a damn about them. But what about we in the Sierra Leoneans here? We want to see the fact. This is want to see the fact, irrespective of the fact that Madabio has already been sworn in, but you still want to see the fact, because this is going to be in the history. Okay, so if you say let we just move on, then it seems like we don't want to learn, because what will happen at this election, we will
This is Shaban's music, the hottest.
Sierra Leone, how wanna they do? Sierra Leoneans una kusha. We all are one, make we live together. Without peace, we no go before. Like you neighbor, no make palava. This salon, nine no more we get. For the sake of the beginning, let we make salon. What you don't do for mama salon? When they say water, you say for crop you back. And inside you they give peace a chance. Let we make salon. Anything you do, give peace a chance. Let we make salon. And inside you go, give peace a chance. Let we make salon.